Ever wondered if that special someone is secretly checking you out? You know, like when you lock eyes across a crowded room and you think, wait, was she just looking at me? Well, good news, everybody. Science has the answers. And you know what I always say? Thank goodness for science, right? Today, we're diving into the subtle signs that a woman is interested in you, according to science. We're talking body language, we're talking psychology, the whole shebang. Because let's be honest, sometimes it's hard to decipher those mixed signals. Is she just being nice or is she actually interested? Well, stay tuned to find out how you can spot these signs in your everyday interactions. You might be surprised at what her body language is secretly saying. Get ready to take notes, people! Chapter 1. It's all in the eyes. Okay, let's start with the basics. Eye contact. We all know eyes are the windows to the soul, right? Well, they're also a direct line to Cupid's arrow. Prolonged eye contact is a major indicator of interest. And no, I'm not talking about a creepy stare down here. That's never a good look. We're talking about those lingering glances, those moments when your eyes meet for a beat longer than usual. It's subtle, but it sends a powerful message. Scientists have actually done studies on this, folks. They found that when someone is attracted to you, their pupils dilate. They get bigger. It's a subconscious response to something they like. And here's another fun fact. If someone looks at you and then looks away and then looks back again, that's a huge sign they're interested. It's like they can't help but steal another glance. So pay attention to those eyes, my friends. They might be trying to tell you something. Chapter 2. The Copycat Effect. Have you ever noticed that when you're talking to someone, they start to subtly mimic your movements? They take a sip of their drink when you do, or they cross their legs after you do. Well, guess what? That's not a coincidence. It's called mirroring, and it's a surefire sign that someone is feeling a connection with you. When we're attracted to someone, we unconsciously start to mirror their behavior. It's our way of building rapport and showing that we're on the same wavelength. Now, this doesn't mean she's going to start doing the robot if you do. We're talking subtle movements here. Maybe she touches her hair after you adjust your collar. Maybe she leans in when you lean in. It's all about those subconscious cues that say, hey, I'm in sync with you. So next time you're chatting with someone you're interested in, keep an eye out for those mirroring behaviors. It could be a sign that they're feeling the spark too. Chapter 3. Which way are you turning? Alright, let's talk body language 101. You know how sometimes you can just tell when someone is really engaged in a conversation? Their body language screams, I'm interested. Well, one of the biggest giveaways is body orientation. Think about it. When you're truly interested in someone, you turn your body to face them. You give them your full attention. It's like your body is magnetically drawn to them. On the other hand, if you're not interested, you might angle your body away, or you might cross your arms, creating a barrier. So pay attention to how she positions herself when she's talking to you. Is she facing you directly, with her shoulders squared towards you? That's a good sign. It means she's fully present and engaged in the conversation. And let me tell you, that's a wonderful feeling to have. Chapter 4. A Subconscious Flirt. Okay, ladies, you know what I'm talking about here. We've all been there. There's just something about a little hair touch that screams, I'm feeling flirty. But did you know that it's actually a subconscious sign of attraction? When a woman touches her hair while she's talking to you, it can be a way of drawing attention to herself. It's like she's saying, hey, look at me, notice me. Psychologists believe that it's also a way of releasing nervous energy. When we're attracted to someone, we get a little surge of adrenaline, and sometimes that manifests in fidgeting, like playing with our hair. Now, I'm not saying that every time a woman touches her hair, she's head over heels in love. But if you notice her doing it while she's making eye contact with you and laughing at your jokes, well, my friend, that's a pretty good sign. Chapter 5. Because happiness is contagious. You know what they say? A smile is the prettiest thing you can wear. But it's also one of the most powerful signs of attraction. Now, I'm not talking about a polite social smile here. I'm talking about a genuine, heartfelt smile that lights up a woman's entire face. You know the kind I'm talking about? The kind that makes her eyes crinkle at the corners and makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside? Yeah, that one. Scientists have actually found that when we see someone we're attracted to, our brains release dopamine, which is a feel-good chemical that makes us, well, happy. And when we're happy, we smile. So if you're making her smile, chances are you're doing something right. Keep up the good work. Chapter 6. Even the bad ones. Okay, let's be honest. Not all of us are natural-born comedians. But here's a secret. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll laugh at your jokes, even the ones that wouldn't make a pigeon laugh. It's true. Laughter is a sign of connection and shared humor, and it's a way of showing that she enjoys your company. Think about it. When you're with someone you like, everything they say seems funnier, right? Well, it's the same for women. If she's constantly giggling at your jokes and witty banter, it could be a sign that she's smitten. Or maybe you're just that funny. Either way, it's a win-win situation, right? Chapter 7. The closer the better? Alright, let's talk personal space for a minute. We all have our own little bubble of personal space, right? But when we're attracted to someone, that bubble tends to shrink. A lot. We want to be closer to them, physically and emotionally. So if you notice that she's finding excuses to be near you, maybe she leans in close to hear you better, or she accidentally brushes against you, it could be a sign that she's trying to close the gap. Now, I'm not saying you should get all up in her personal space. Respect boundaries, people. But pay attention to those subtle cues. Is she comfortable being close to you? Does she seem to gravitate towards you in a crowd? If so, it could be a sign that she's feeling the chemistry. Chapter 8. The Telltale Flush. You know that feeling when someone gives you a compliment and you feel your cheeks start to heat up? Or when you accidentally make eye contact with your crush and you can feel the blood rushing to your face? Yeah, that's blushing. And it's one of the most obvious signs of attraction. Now, blushing is a completely natural physiological response. When we're attracted to someone, our bodies release adrenaline and other hormones that cause our blood vessels to dilate, which makes our skin flush. It's basically our body's way of saying, hey, I'm feeling a little flustered here. So if you notice that she's blushing when you're around, don't be afraid to take it as a compliment. It could be a sign that she's feeling a little hot and bothered. In a good way, of course. Chapter 9. Saying yes with her body. Okay, let's talk about the power of open body language. When we're attracted to someone, we subconsciously want to be open and inviting. We want to show them that we're approachable and interested. So we use open body language to send those signals. What does that look like? Well, for starters, she'll keep her arms uncrossed. Crossed arms can be a sign of defensiveness or disinterest. She might also angle her body towards you, with her feet pointing in your direction. It's like her body is saying, come on in, the water's fine. Other signs of open body language include making eye contact, smiling, and nodding along while you're talking. Basically, she's doing everything she can to show you that she's engaged and receptive to your advances. Chapter 10. Breaking the touch barrier. Alright, let's talk about the power of touch. Now, I'm not talking about anything inappropriate here. I'm talking about those light, casual touches that can speak volumes about attraction. A touch on the arm during a funny joke, a playful nudge on the shoulder, a gentle hand on your back as you're walking through a crowd. These are all signs that she's comfortable with physical contact and might even be interested in taking things further. Now, it's important to read the situation and pay attention to her body language. If she seems uncomfortable or pulls away when you touch her, back off. Consent is always key, people. But if she responds positively to your touch, maybe she leans in closer or touches you back, it could be a sign that sparks are flying. So next time you're wondering if she's into you, look out for these subtle signs. Does she make eye contact? Does she laugh at your jokes? Does she blush when you're around? If so, she might just be sending you some serious signals. If you found this video helpful, Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on relationships, dating, and all things love. And be sure to share this video with your single friends who need a little help deciphering the signs. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. And remember, you're all amazing and worthy of love.